What's up, everyone? Welcome into the Nerding Out podcast, where we are going over the anime, the beginning, after the end, and a couple video games to discuss. So, if you're into some nerdy stuff, you're in the right place. Stick around. All right, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. So, I am Squall Rush, gamer, podcaster, and anime enjoyer. Hit the link tree if you want to follow my other links. Hit that buy me a coffee account just in case there's no donate button from where you're watching from. Let me address the chats real quick. Charm City, welcome in. And Pedro's no Brawlhalla today. Tomorrow is Brawlhalla Monday, so if you want to play Brawlhalla, tomorrow's the day. Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, no real new announcements. I did come up with some cool decks to come out to play with in Pokemon TCG Pocket, so I'm gonna try and record some gameplay footage. Probably edit them tomorrow. We'll see. Post them tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see. Besides that, no real new announcements. I think Seven Ninjas. Question for us was if we had a magical pet, what would it be? I think we had the question like this before, like what's your familiar or whatever. What would be your familiar?
But it leads into what we're talking about, so might as well go over it again.
Like some sort of tiny firefox type of thing. Or like a little fire lion, that'd be kind of cool.
You gonna call him Mozilla?
Mozilla Firefox? Nah, that's why I went to Fire Lion instead. Tiny Fire Lion. Alright, go ahead, Brock.
His name from Thundercats?
Lionel?
Yeah, there you go.
Anyways. Brockstrap55 on Rumble. You can find me on YouTube also and Facebook, Twitch and Kick, but hey, you know, you're really missing out if you're not on my Rumble. Do a lot of exclusives over there. If I wanted a familiar, I might go with a badger. Because if you look up my name on Google and the meaning behind it, it's a Celtic word for badger. And they also don't give a shit.
What type of badger are we talking about?
May as well make it honey. Why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty tough.
Honey badger don't care.
Yeah.
Nah, they scared the shit out of me. It's alright. I'd rather fight a bear. On everything, I'd rather fight a bear than I would a honey badger. Them motherfuckers are
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
That's a soundboard. I thought someone really laughed like that for a sec.
No.
Alrighty, I am the 7 Ninja 7. You can find me at Game Chill with MeWe and Rumble. That you're right back to my Rumble channel. Okay, that wasn't me. That was Crossstrap. Anyway, I'm a ninja connoisseur, anime connoisseur. I've probably seen most animes. I haven't. I'm referring to Ghost Hunter to my right. Anyway, My magical pet is going to be a spider, a magical spider of some kind. I like the idea of weaving, so that's what I'm interested in.
Nah, yours would be a frog, bro. A water ninja frog. Like Great Ninja.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Telediriah leads to that kind of story.
Funny enough, I was playing, just as a quick aside, and then we can get the blame. I was playing Zelda and Hyrule Warriors: The Age of Calamity the other day, and Impa, who is a ninja, actually did summon a frog in one of her attacks.
Anytime you're seeing a frog in with anything dealing with ninjas, it's because of the tail of Jiraiya. Not Naruto's Jiraiya, although it's kind of
Right.
a similar story. But it's because of the tail of Jiraiya. You'll see that. Blaine.
Yeah.
Let it rip.
The one and only Blaine. I don't be on nothing except for Instagram, so if you want to tap in there, it's literally Blaine37, BLAYNE 37. I low-key just don't be around a lot, so you might see me, you might don't, hit or miss. But if I could have a familiar, give me a motherfucking dragon. Now, get on that dragon. I'ma ride it and go to France.
Like,
Okay.
you.
And we'll put why France.
I don't know, I just came out the womb not liking France.
So
Sounds like
you gonna burn it to
they're
the
hanging around
ground?
with brother too much.
Yeah.
Well, don't go to Canada.
Nah,
They're French adjacent.
Nah, I really like Canada. Canada's pretty cool.
I think Toronto is like French adjacent, isn't it?
There's
Maybe I'm getting my providences mixed up.
Yeah,
I don't know
I've heard
anything about Canada.
Louisiana is fucking.
I like their bacon.
Louisiana.
I feel like there's a good portion of them that consider themselves French Canadian.
We bought Louisiana from the French, so that's why Louisiana has instead of counties they have I forgot what it's called, parishes.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, that instead of county they're called parishes. But like I just
Like a church?
like a dragon. I don't know. It's like PARISH is how it's spelled.
Yeah.
But I just really like dragons. Always have, always will. They cool. I really love the movie How to Train Your Dragon. So give me a Night Fury as my dragon.
Were you
There
born
you
the
go.
year of the dragon in the Chinese New Year?
I was born in June. I don't know.
Dude.
They don't do horoscopes by month. They do it by years in China.
Somebody
I
was
was
like
born-
super concerned. So go ahead.
I was born in 2004.
Damn.
Or
So
I think that was the odds. Yeah, I think-
Search it up,
I think
Jamie.
that was the odds.
Oh, it's monkey.
Somebody
You
was
know
reading
what?
Yeah.
my horoscope the other day.
Huh?
They're like, "You're a Sagittarius." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." He's like, "Oh, that explains a lot." So then I looked up all the negatives that come along with the Sagittarius. I'm like, "Yeah, it's kind of hitting the nail on the head there." All but two.
Mm,
They be doing that. They'll be like, they'll
Makes
guess
sense
my
to
they'll try to guess my zodiac, and then they'll be like, I was like, no. I hit them with like, I'm a Gemini, and they're like, I don't like Geminis. I'm like, you are like all happy talking to me.
Don't
I
even
told you
know
that.
me.
Exactly. You was all happy to talk to me till I said I was a Gemini. Now you don't even you don't mess with me no more.
Right.
Yeah. What are you, a fake ass hoe?
But some people be.
Like astrology is like white people racism. But I was like, what? What does that even mean? So
They use it to lack accountability. They'll go out and shoot a guy. Go like, "I'm a Cancer. I can do it." I'm like,
It's because
okay,
I'm a
whatever.
Virgo. The reason it's because I'm a
Right.
Virgo is why I cheated on my boyfriend 12 times.
And then they'll be the one
My
who condemn me
Virgo.
for thinking Christ is the way. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Like, what?
All right, podcast.
All right, well, that's everyone's links. Make sure y'all hit them with some follows, and we are moving on to the anime segment.
You light up the sky so bright, ready for the fight. Sunshine and black night, cover in our sky.
It'd be all right.
The Halloween jumpsuit has become my real jumpsuit.
Alrighty, guys. So, the anime we watched the past couple of weeks is called The Beginning After the End. Let's see. Anime review of Beginning After the End. This was Brock Strap's anime. So, Brock, if you don't mind, give us a little rundown of what this anime is.
Lay it on us.
This one. Lay it on us. Okay. This one reminds me a lot of. Honestly, if you've ever seen Mushoku Tensei, or as it's known in English, is the Jobless Reincarnation. It's kind of the same. Not really the same, but the same. If you know what I mean. It's where you meet your untimely demise. It's another kind of like what are those called? Not really isekai, but kind of isekai. Yeah. And he's this powerful political figure in his previous world, and just a cold son of a bitch, man. He'll take you out for whatever reason he deems fit. But he's this unfeeling king of the people, and you learn a little bit more about his background as he is into his new life. Starts immediately on the first episode. It's pretty much him starting his new life, but having callbacks to his previous. Pretty similarly to the Jobless Reincarnation, but instead of jobless, where he was kind of like a shut in and didn't really like want to go out and do anything in his new life until he met I think her name was Roxanne or Roxy or something. This is one where he was at the height of his whatever kind of power you could have in the last life, being reborn as a child now, and kind of learning to explore a new personality away from his just cold-hearted, closed-off self. So it's pretty interesting to see that kind of shift in a personality to where you get to stop being like the leader in a sense, and get to start fresh and not have any responsibility and figure out a different path.
All right. Well, first impressions now. We ended with Ghost Hunter last, so we can start with you. Well, say anything you want to about the show. What did you like? Did you dislike it? Anything at all?
Me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One, I'm completely with Brock. Like when I first watched it when it came out, because I didn't stay up. Like I kept up to date with it. I watched it as it released. I got that big Jobless Reincarnation vibe from it, and it's gotten adapted from one of the best manhwa out there, one of the best written manhwa out there. It did get a lot of hate because of the animation, but you gotta stop hating on animation, bro. Gotta put that out there. But I really enjoyed it, especially how he was saying he was this king in this past life, political, and he was super strong, and now he's going through learning how to use magic, but doing this whole, he wants to protect people instead of like just trying to like do his thing. He's like actually has a type of conscience, and he's like he wants to do better than what he did in his past life, and I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. That's all I have to say for now.
All right. My opinion on it is, when I realized that the fighting wasn't going to be similar to it was, I didn't expect it to be on the level of Supercube. It kind of made me think that it was going to be on the level of One Punch Man. I think I would say that we're closer towards One Punch Man's kind of fighting, but maybe not as detailed. So that made me decide to go the route of like, well, how is the story? How is the the characters? Does he get his powers too fast? Stuff like that. I'd say It goes at a decent pace. The one thing that I've noticed, especially for our podcast group, is that we kind of like the idea of seeing training montage or some kind of time passing by. Especially when we're talking about, like, we were a water magician. We knew that some time had passed by where he was learning how his powers worked. And so by seeing that, we ended up liking it. Versus if he just got his powers like immediately, it just knew how to use them immediately perfectly, we would have hated that. There's a lot of animes out there where that's very annoying. I think of isekai as something cheat box or magic cheat box or whatever. Things like that, a big problem. But I'd say that for this one, the pacing felt pretty good. His ability to master the powers and such felt they felt consistent, or they made sense because of what happened in his previous life. So I feel like overall, this is a good anime. But I will go in detail more later.
All right, Brock.
You're muted.
Yep, I actually really enjoy Jobless Reincarnation. So to find another anime kind of like it with different characters, a lot of these shows you're really going to see kind of similar, I would say, formulas or blueprints, especially with the isekai. So with all of these kind of shows being so similar, the only difference between them would be the characters that you come across. So I do like the formula of Jobless Reincarnation a lot, to where either you're the jobless guy or you're this king, and you're put in an unfamiliar new position, right? You're with pretty much a brand new family, because they both have started off from infancy. And it's just interesting to see the choices they make, how they have to shed. And keep in mind, both of these characters, from both Jobless and from the beginning after the end, both of these characters did have trauma that they kind of, to some degree, both different trauma, but trauma nonetheless. And they both had to kind of surpass that previous trauma to actually begin enjoying their new life in this one. So with the character that was on this one, and goddamn that mom, I really enjoyed this one a lot. It's just a good one. The dad isn't as animated, I guess, as the dad from Jobless. So really, I mean, with it being so similar to that, that's why I'm contrasting it with this other show, making all the similarities. It's the only one that really has like a one-to-one comparison. So if I reference that one a lot, that's just the reason. So if you do like Jobless, you'll definitely probably enjoy this one as well. But yeah, it's interesting seeing this tough orphan king into an actual family setting that he never had in the previous life, and how he lets this new family kind of help him pass the trauma that he had as an orphan even. So I really do enjoy it. The animation's decent. I wouldn't say the best, but I did like a lot of the aura and the lighting was done really well.
Yeah, 100%.
Where there was an instance where he found himself in kind of like an enchanted area. I'm not going to say quite too much more about that, but like just the magical, like grassy pores, were done pretty well. Anytime that he started powering up to use any kind of spell, like the aura effect was done pretty well. Even some of the augmentations that even his dad, who's a sword user, used some kind of magic augmentation, and like his whole body was just set on fire, so that was pretty neat too. So they do a lot of cool effects with even just regular sword play, and I like that a lot. So yeah, it's pretty enjoyable for me. Story, again, not super great. Animation, but not super garbage either. You know, it's not like One Frame Man sliding down the hill or anything. I actually haven't watched any of One Punch Man season 3, so I'm just taking that one instance I saw that could have been done better. I'm not trying to crap on somebody's favorite anime here, but Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The characters, the mom, like, I'm obsessed. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I have a
The
type,
hunter.
guys. I have a type.
He's a hunter. Yeah. He's a cat killing.
She might be similar to my own wife. Maybe that's why I find her so intriguing. Ooh, yeah. I mean, you know.
Alright, yeah, I guess now we go into the more in detail. So
Hey,
again,
hold up,
you
man.
guys
You just
are-
gonna skip the
What?
host like that?
oh wait, I thought you just said something.
No,
My bad,
I
my
haven't
bad.
said anything yet.
I'm gonna
do it. Yeah, so my first impression of the show, I thought it was pretty cool. I actually went back and watched it twice because I did one of those things where I watched like 8 episodes and realized I don't remember shit. I was just looking at it bits and pieces, so I rewatched like the first 5 episodes, and then I was like, yeah, I actually do like this show. No, like I didn't watch Jobless Reincarnation, but there definitely are other animes out there that have like a similar reincarnation type of style where they remember their past life and they're trying to be different in the second life. Hold up, I got a bot on Twitch. Ban that motherfucker. 1 sec.
See viewers on streambo.com. Remove the space.
Yeah, so there's other animes where like people reincarnate and they still remember their past lives, their past memories. Let's see. I like thinking about it now. I even kind of consider Avatar: The Last Airbender something like that. You know, he doesn't really remember his past life per se, but he talks and communicates with his past lives, and they can pass down the memories like somewhat in person a little bit. But then another one I compare it to is Tanya of the Evil. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but that's a really good one. It's, basically it's about a chick who well, now she's the chick, but in past life he was a dude, and like he got pushed off into the rail in front of a train basically, and as he's about to die, like the whole world stops and God talks to him like, hey, you've been shitty your whole life, and all your lives you've lived so far, and this is basically like your last chance to get into heaven. Like, you can't turn your life around and not be evil in the next life. Then you're basically, this is it, your last life. And then so basically it's his last chance at redemption, and I really feel like this is not like the same premise, but it's basically the same thing. It's it's one of my favorite tropes in anime. It's learning to become human, you know, what it is to be human. That's what this anime is basically about. You know, he was like a ruthless guy with like no feelings. He was basically a machine tyrant, you know, in his past life. He killed without mercy. He gave no fucks. He ruled with an iron fist type of person. And then now he's born into a really loving family with all of his memories. And without realizing it, he's realizing he's turning into a human. He's like, what are these feelings that I have? Why do I feel happy doing something good for someone? Like why are these words of love coming out so easily? Like it's just by instinct or reaction, you know? Like, so it's like I kind of like that trope in animes, you know? And like this anime is like all about like him becoming basically human. I agree with Brock and Seven Ninja. The animation wasn't all there. Like there was like some parts of it that were pretty good, but like a lot of it is just like cut and then like still image of the attack type of thing, and then like most of the animation that made the scene pretty cool was like the aura around their magic attacks. That made it pretty cool. But I mean, I don't really agree with Ghost Hunter too much. If it has bad animation, you gotta look at the package as a whole. Like in story is good. If the story was there, I'll give it that. The story was good. And the animation just wasn't on like up to par, but like the story was definitely there to keep me interested in watching and stuff, because I actually did like it. What's it called? But yeah, if the animation was up to par with it, I'd say it'd be a pretty top tier anime. Yeah, those are my first impressions. All right, Seven Ninja, take it away.
All right, so I guess now we get into like important pieces to us. I'm still a little lost on what he died by in his previous life. Like, there's signs that maybe like he got attacked at nighttime or when he's trying to sleep. But like, I mean, sometimes you see stories like this where like someone dies and they're like a really powerful king. Get your fetish off the chat, Rockstar. anyway, what was I saying? So
It's a wholesome picture.
that's with you. But you know, sometimes you see these kings, they die, and you're like, you know, what do they die by? Did they get poisoned or something like that? But like, as far as we can tell, you really don't really know. Oh, did you guys see what happened to him in his previous life? Or did he just...
I get the feeling he got ran through with the sword, but there's a lot of people that he ran through with the sword too. So I don't know if it's him getting ran through or the other guy. Something makes me think it was a gruesome, like a betrayal. Yeah, well, it was a betrayal of some sort, because he references that he thinks he's getting betrayed again by his elven friend. But I don't know. It seemed like it was like maybe an attack from behind or something that he didn't quite catch that caught him off guard.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I
I hear
wasn't
like,
sure
like
either.
most stories I see... Go, let's go.
No, I wasn't sure either. That's all.
Yeah, like I said, most stories I see where there's like a tyrant type, like usually they get poisoned, something happens, someone portrays them in some form of way. It usually happens that way. So I was thinking, because I didn't see any blood really either, he was just holding his chest, that maybe he got poisoned. But you know, I'm really enjoying like this idea of like hearing the old king and then hearing his actual voice. Like, but
Right.
I'm getting the impression, right, that they're almost a separate mind, right? Like, yeah, to some degree he's talking differently because he's been raised by these people. But also, it seems to me like, because there's that one moment where he's facing the giant hog with Jasmine, and like his past self is talking to his current self. So there's some kind of separate mindedness going on there. What do you guys think about that?
As an aside, real quick, it's saying King Gray, the protagonist, was killed by a blah 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 person who forcibly reincarnated Gray by ripping his soul from his body using forbidden magic. So I'm not quite sure that's where we got in the first season. Spoilers, I know, but
Well,
No, I actually did pick up something similar to that.
but yeah, it was while he was sleeping. It seemed like.
No. Seven Ninja. Was what Seven Ninja was saying.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Cause there was one point on one of the last couple episodes. I forget if it's episode 5 or 6, where like he's like having like another lovey-dovey warm moment, and he's like thinking about it. Like I think he's thinking like he finally gets to talk to his parents after getting separated, and like he's like thinking in his head like what to say or how to react. And like at first it's like a few words of it was like his kid voice in his head, and then the last part of the sentence was like his adult like past life voice. So it gives me the feeling of like maybe his past life is getting taken over. His past consciousness is being taken over by the new consciousness a little bit. And it's just taking a lot longer in this life.
Gotcha. Blaine, what do you think?
Think of what?
Do you think that the old king and the current version of our hero are separate minds, or one, or a mixture? What do you think?
So like, what I remember, because like I said, I watched it when it was coming out. It was like every other isekai. Man died, so he has all his memories, and he knew where he was coming from, and he knew like all this from his past. But he's going just through this new world with a new perspective and everything. And so instead of being someone who doesn't care about nothing but himself and doing what he has to do, it's doing his own, like, trying to be a better person than he was in his past life. Because, like, yes, he was a king, highest part of, like, if you can get politically. But he had so much no mercy, like, someone stole and I think he beheaded him. I'm not sure. I don't remember completely. But we see him do so much different stuff to just save random people that he's never met before in this one. So, in my opinion, I just think it's him trying to do... It's still him from the past, but he's just trying to do better this life around.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I think with a lot of other animes that we see on Isekai, they either retain their old body and just keep pushing forward as themselves in a new land, where Jobless and I think this one really do a good job of, like, it is a brand new start. Like, even though you have your memories both times as a baby, you're still getting your butt wiped by your mom, you're still throwing up, still having these baby issues you wouldn't normally have. Like, it seems for whatever reason they can't quite overcome it. So like it's a brand new start for this blueprint of an isekai versus like, oh, I brought my smartphone and I'm still a teenager, I guess, from high school in this new world, right? Like it's a brand new start. So that's why I kind of draw the comparison to Jobless, just because like it's not quite like the Water Magician even, right? The one that we reacted to last time.
Yeah.
He still kept the same everything basically. He just got thrown out in the woods in a different world, and so that's why I like this one. So yeah, I mean, he basically in that sense is a brand new person just through having that, but I don't think he's losing. I think it's the same. It would almost seem like a split personality to where they're like working together kind of, versus like one taking over the other.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be the closest thing we can. I like maybe schizophrenic. Not really. I don't know.
The reason I bring this up, is I read a manga a while back where this guy would have the real version of himself, and it's kind of one of those stories where he gets isekai'd in a way where he takes over the body of someone else, and so this person he takes over, their self is still technically in there, and then you have the regular version, and he might try to be really nice to someone, but every once in a while the old version speaks out, and so they'll be completely rude and terrible, and at the same time he's trying to be good, he's trying to make that better choice. And so it kind of made me think, because they're not working against each other, but they almost feel slightly separate. So that's kind of the idea I was getting here. Before we continue, Cold Sauce, if you hear, let them know where they can find you, what are you're doing right now, and also if you could have a magical pet, what would it be? I don't think he's here.
Okay, so mic check. All right.
We can hear you.
So tell them where they can find me and what?
What magical pet would you have?
All right. I'm Secret Cold Sauce. You can find me here in the Great Nimbus Debates and Nerding Out podcast. And if I had Yeah, I got YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. I just fucking streamed today, me and Brittany, and then I was gonna cook grilled cheese and watch Blue Lock with Celeste until the podcast, and then me and Celeste started kissing, and now I'm late to the podcast.
That brother's long.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, fuck. Stop
Alright, so
it.
what kind of magical beats did you have?
A magical pet, something that something with like a something with like a gun.
Here we go again.
Something with like a gun that shoots lube.
Either way.
Okay.
Either way. Well.
Play some Power World and you might find something like that in there.
All right. Well, what is your question about this anime?
Let me do a little ad read real quick. I forgot some
Gotcha,
new
gotcha.
months, so I gotta do these.
Ooh. I'm gonna drop out so you can't do it.
Let's be clear. Cryptocurrency is no longer emerging. It's here. And this latest move cements that reality in the biggest way yet. Trump Media Group just inked a massive $6.4 billion deal with Crypto.com, the world's top crypto platform. They're teaming up to scoop up $6.4 billion in CRO, the powerhouse token that fuels fast, low-fee, DeFi, staking rewards, and real-world perks like cashback on your spends to launch America's first CRO treasury. When it's done, this new company will be the biggest CRO holder out there. Want in on the action? Head to Crypto.com today and grab some CRO. Let's make crypto great again.
Good to the game and a game and a half. Matter of fact.
I'm back.
I have the cold sauce answer to this anime. I know the anime and my friend well enough.
Always
Did
known.
you watch the anime, Hunter?
Dude, okay, so my question on tonight's anime for the top. My question is
If you did, you got to get for your first impressions. Did you like it? Not like it? What did you like?
No, it all ties into my question. What is the anime that we're talking about tonight?
Oh no, so he didn't watch it.
The beginning after the
Cool. What did
I knew it. I knew it was something fucking weird like that. That's why I couldn't watch it, because the name of it is confuses it.
Oh.
It like it short circuits my brain. It's the
here. I already have the answer.
It's the after of the beginning hours for the end of this show tomorrow.
I knew it.
It's the name of the show.
Yeah, I knew
If you actually haven't seen it, let me give Cold Sauce's answer for him.
Wait, so what's the question? Do we have a magic pet?
I don't like it because it's showing this character that's a cold-hearted killer king, and he's got to go through this new life, and he's just turning into a big old pussy, man. Like he went from this cold, ruthless guy, right, and now he's got to learn how to handle emotions that he never had to deal with in the first place, which is making him a weak old pussy. I can't believe that they turned this awesome dude with all this testosterone and just make him worthless. All right.
Yeah, that does sound like him.
Oh yeah, Thank you, Brock. I had that written down so that Brock could read that for me because me and Celeste, you know, we late.
Right.
I'm late.
Right.
So yeah.
So
No,
here's what I think we should do. Here's what I think we should do. Because we know Cold Sauce hasn't watched it, Brock or one of the others could think of an extra question to replace Cold Sauce's question.
Yeah, Blaine.
Is this?
What'd you say, bro?
Is this going to turn into a harem anime?
I don't think so.
That's Cold Sauce's question.
No.
At this point, I would say no.
He has to
you
be
don't think
older.
so?
He has to be
He's
older.
got. It could happen this early as well.
Oh,
It could
shit,
happen
what
this
the
early.
hell?
It could happen earlier
he's-
than this.
He's got
Oh
elf
yeah,
girl.
because it's Japan. Those fucking
He's
weirdos
got-
over there.
He's got brown hair girl that he came back and his family's tight with the other family, their daughter. And he's intriguing the dad's companion who seems to be younger than the rest of the crew. So like even though she might be slightly older than him, she's still like I think it could be. It's weird.
I'm at a point right now where that's a possibility. The elf chick 100% likes him. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's going to be a thing. The thing about Lila, the brown haired chick, my opinion of that is kind of mentor student. He's friends with the family. She's kind of still feels like she's in his shadow. She's not really like they went over that situation, right?
I get it,
like,
yeah.
when it comes down to it, like I don't know. I don't know if I'd say at least off of season 1 that she's there yet. Now, is that a possibility? Maybe, but I feel like that mentor student is what she was really looking for, and so he'll more or less just be happy that she's growing. But Jasmine, the black-haired chick, though, we're looking at a sort of she's kind of that roguish shinobi type, that servant type that kind of just follows orders, and he's going to almost in a form of way open. You know what? Let's go back a little bit. She says something to him that makes him think of his old life, and so because of that, I think that she's going to be opened up into being vulnerable because she seems kind of more stoic, more reserved. She seems like she doesn't share a lot. He seems like the old version of him to some degree. She's just not as
Right.
brutal to our
Right.
understanding. So I think that that's what's happening. Again, Jasmine has a higher chance of becoming a harem piece than Lila does, though. But 100% the elf did.
Ghost Hunter. You seen the whole anime? Does it turn into a harem?
It is not. It is not.
No, not yet. No, yet. Not yet. I think it has the
There is a
potential
possibility. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Does he get older
Uh-huh.
than 4 years old?
Yeah.
Later?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
he gets old.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he lives out his
Well,
life.
I think he's age 9 by the end.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Why are we
Not that
discussing
kinda
a harem with a 4-year-old?
Oh, he's gonna grow, obviously.
I think by like the time, like the last episode,
Well, yeah, every
he was
time.
around 14.
Wait, was that?
Was there a 5-year skip?
I believe so. Like it was around
That's
a 2,
only
it was around a
9.
2 or 3 when like in the elf area.
Oh yeah. The after like the last episodes after, it was like a 2-year skip or 2 or 3-year
Yeah,
skip.
and
I
then-
can't remember. Yeah.
And then I think it did another skip after he got back with his parents and stuff. I think it
No,
was another year.
Maybe they were 12. Maybe they were 12 by the time he took off. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
when he like
yeah.
left them. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit! Did you watch the whole thing, bro?
Yeah, I watched all. There's only
Yeah.
12 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a season 2?
Not yet. I think the last episode dropped. I think like July this year, July 9th.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
shit, so
yeah.
it's
It's
a
pretty
new
new.
anime.
Yeah, it's pretty new.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be a season 2. I mean, Ending Machine got
Yeah.
a season 2, so
How the fuck? You gotta stop shitting on my favorite anime, bro.
Wait, which one?
I'm gonna shit
Which
on it
one got a
today, I
season
stop.
2?
It's not really my favorite, but I thought it was
Which
like,
one?
the girl's cute. The girl's cute. The freaking the ridiculously strong, like kind of not all there girl. Like she's cute, man.
I think
Wait,
we're gonna get a
which
season
anime?
2 because reincarnated as a vending machine in a dungeon or whatever.
Your favorite anime? Yeah, your
Oh,
favorite
God.
anime.
The one that gave us all immense brain rot.
Oh man, I loved it. He had just the right thing in every situation.
It was glorious.
But my thing, Squall, I believe it's gonna get like a season 2 or 3. Like the story's gonna finish animation wise, because so many people throughout like the manhwa and anime and like all that community is saying this is one of the best written manhwas to ever be released.
Okay, I can see that. Because manhwas don't normally get an anime adaptation unless they're actually pretty fucking fire, you know? Like
Yeah.
Solo Leveling.
What,
Like, we got Solo Leveling.
What app do you
God,
read
high
that on?
school. I don't know. I haven't read it.
Webtoons would be one of them.
It's
I
not
have Webtoons, but I didn't. Yeah, there's a couple of them out there.
Webtoons has gotten so high up there now that you're not like back in the day it was free to read everything, and now you have to pay to read everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
whack,
pretty
bro.
much.
Or you get like one chapter.
It's a
day.
one
Yeah,
chapter
so I
a
just
week.
dropped Webtoons. Yes, I just dropped Webtoons because there was like I was watching Unordinary on it, not reading one called Dice back when I was like 12.
Let me see.
And
if I can-
I tried to rewatch everything and it just didn't work.
An Unordinary, if there's anything that needs to be an anime, Unordinary is one of those.
That-
100%.
Yes, it really is.
Mhm.
That needs to be animated so fucking badly.
Dude, they did the God of High School dirty, bro. That like they
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
bro.
That's what I heard. I heard Crunchyroll.
Yeah, they
missed
fit
on that one badly.
100. They fit over 100 chapters into like 10, 11 episodes. So they rushed the shit out of it and skipped a lot of stuff.
And Tower of God might need that though. 100%. Like I've read
Yeah.
a lot of
No,
Tower of
what
God.
anime
and there's
needs
just
that?
So much it's not worth
One
it.
Piece.
What the fuck
I got
about
it,
One
babe.
Piece?
It's not.
My
good.
oldest loves One Piece. I don't know why he's watching that, but he loves it.
Yeah.
Just take
Welcome to the revolution.
Every other
season yet.
time he's watching Crunchyroll, he's on either that or Dragon Ball.
So what are you saying?
It
Ninja?
must-
You
it
said
must-
Tower of God needs something.
Yeah. Tower of God needs a shortened anime.
Yes.
Like they did God High School. I'm gonna tell, bro. Listen, I have read a good chunk of that thing. I got to a point where I said it's either they're redoing the same story over and over, or I've gotten so tired of seeing this dude not get far enough, and then he's just like somehow super powerful, but it just doesn't feel that great. How he got there, I got to a point. I said I don't care about this story anymore, and there's nothing they could do to make me like it more. So I would probably watch that as an anime, and I still haven't watched the anime. I'm quite certain they have an anime, and I still haven't watched it.
Tower
does.
of God.
Yeah, Tower of God.
Yeah,
I
it
would
does
say
have
that
an
when I
anime.
first read it, I'd say that I felt it was pretty good. But like, I'm gonna be real. As time goes on, I stopped liking the main one. I'd say that.
It does
I'd
have an
tell
anime.
someone to watch. I'd tell
I
someone.
only
to read
watched the first season.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Oh.
Like I couldn't really. I was kind of confused when reading the manhwa. But when I watched it, like it made way more sense, and like it was actually really good. Like the first season, I didn't watch the second one, but it was not bad.
I haven't watched the second either.
But back to the anime at hand. Ghost Hunter, if you have a question, lay on.
All right.
Lay it on us.
All right. Do y'all think? Because I don't know how far y'all got, but I know Brock, like me and Brock finished it. Some shit happened before he left. Oh, some shit happened before he left. Do y'all think he's gonna grow up and eventually overthrow the capital and become a new king?
Yes.
You didn't even watch it, Hunter. Shut up.
Damn.
I feel that on the spiritual level. But do I think she's gonna overtake the thing? I feel like
He finally
she's
gets a
natural.
high horse and now he's fucking aggressive as shit.
Yep. Keep that backbone.
Not like his
Um,
brother whatsoever.
I feel like because of his goal and because of who he was before, it's a high possibility. I would actually say that it would make less sense in this one for him to not go for that. I do think that he's going to actively be unsure of himself because he's going to be like, yeah, I don't want to be the same person I was before, because love can almost drive you into that same type of lifestyle, but it can almost make you worse. So I think he's going to be aware of himself, and in some form of way, there might be a counsel that helps him do a better job, so he can rein himself in, because he can always fall back into old habits, and he's going to be very aware of himself. So I do think it's possible.
I think I'm gonna be a contrarian on that.
Right. Love will make you do some crazy shit. I love all of y'all enough to go to war. Honestly, I'll go to war like with one of them countries, in the Middle East or some shit. Like
that doesn't sound like for us.
This podcast.
That doesn't sound like for us.
Not this podcast. You
sounds like
can
for
talk about that
yourself.
any other stream. Not this podcast. All right, Rockstrap, you're about to lay it on us. Go ahead.
I'm going to be the contrarian here. I think he's already been king once, and some of the trauma that came along with what he seems to not be able to shake so far in the series, like it's still there. Like anytime, like you were saying, he is unsure of himself, like that's what comes back to his memory. So since he's already done it once, I think he's actually going to probably fall in love with adventuring. And the only thing I can think that might push him that direction is if he feels like this king is failing, which already kind of seems.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he thought this king is failing. Like, I think that he was misguided by maybe that advisor, but it doesn't seem like that advisor is around anymore. And the only thing that makes me think that. Yeah. The thing that makes me think that he could go at like to that king would be his friend being the princess of the, anyway. But I think he's gonna probably like adventuring, and he's probably gonna try to go that route and become more powerful than what the king himself could be. Because when you're the king, I mean, you're not going to be able to go out and do new things and stuff. You're going to be bogged down with paperwork, your subjects. You're going to have to be present and around, and you can't.
If you're a king,
you can build,
do the paperwork.
Well, that's you can build strength to some degree that way, but not quite like you could going out and adventuring and finding new different ways to like use your magic the way he wants to experiment with the his encounter with the headmistress of that magic school. Like he's like, whoa, like what the heck is even this magic, after already exploring like 4 or 5 different magics himself. So I think his curiosity and almost even like freedom and support in this life might take him a different direction.
I could see you certainly doing that after. I was gonna say I could kind of see him doing the adventuring, like full-time adventuring, after he finishes his schooling. I think that I kind of get the impression that is his real plan.
Right.
But go on, Squall. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Yeah, there was. I mean, there's like 2 different directions. Like I like the way Brock thinks, because like when someone has been like is groomed for royalty, right? They're in a protected, sheltered area their whole lives, and they don't really know what the outside life is like. And then once they get older, and then they actually see what the outside life is like, they actually get curious of the outside life, So like they end up, I forget who it was. I forget, it was like Buddha or someone famous, in history. Like it was like that, and they end up being like something super like philosophical.
I think it was Buddha.
Yeah, I think it was Buddha too. And then and then it also makes me feel like like in the Lion King, like Simba, like he was groomed for royalty, and then he eventually met Timon and Pumbaa and became like this hippie type of like whatever, don't worry about anything type of deal. but eventually his path ended up taking him back to becoming king again, you know. So like I could definitely see, I like you guys like this question, and I can definitely see it go two different directions as well.
Means no
So
worry.
So it's basically, it's all just
For
Hamlet.
the rest of your days.
Just handle it. I mean, just handle it.
No, it's all just Hamlet. That old what is it, Shakespeare?
Oh, Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Maybe I can't remember that story too.
I mean, they're drawing
all-
comparison, but I wouldn't outright say it's Hamlet.
It's all the same. It sounds like it's all the same story.
could be.
Dude,
just can't
dude
remember
was
that one.
I mean, there could be
Um,
elements. It sounds like elements are similar.
he said he was raised to be king, and then fucking something
His first
happened. And,
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's an isekai, dude. He already became king.
oh, so instead of Mufasa dying, Simba died.
Yeah,
He became
Simba
king,
and revived.
died, and got reincarnated into a different world, not as king, but only had
As
his
a
memory.
vending machine?
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hunter. Fuck.
He's lost in the sauce. All right, he's lost. That's what I'm hearing. All right, I think this time it is. Goal? Did you have a question already? I think you did, but I'm not certain.
Let me see. I can't really think of too much. What is your guys' favorite thing about this anime? Is it the story, the animation, the aura, character, plot? A scene could be your favorite, you know?
Rotation should be Brockstrap this time. Go ahead and Brockstrap, lay it on us.
The mom. No, I'm kidding. I do really
Hunter, is that
enjoy
you?
how they brought. No, because I'm going to say something completely contrary to Hunter. Where I could see Hunter not liking this anime so much, because they did actually take kind of a cool, awesome, strong, no bullshit character and make him kind of weaker and have to learn to rely on other people and experience emotions differently than I would say that, yeah, he was strong. He was an awesome character in his previous life, but there was some brokenness and there was some trauma there. And it's cool to see him get a second chance to overcome that and still have that. And because there's times, especially when he was up against the king's advisor, where that old person came back. But it's pretty cool that he has that on his tool belt and is able to use that when he needs it, but that he can overcome the trauma again as a new character and learn, hey, I'm not alone, right? And I think that's kind of like speaking to a lot of people. Sometimes people just feel alone and don't really look at their situation and think, I have the support I need. And I can't speak to everybody. You know, there's people out there that probably don't, and they are on their own, or maybe have a support system that's more toxic than helpful, right? But I don't know. I think it's pretty neat. The character, the story, the timeline. It's cool that he found the dragon. I like that whole little bit, even though it was kind of shortened. That kind of really helped out. Huh? The adult one,
Sylvia.
the first one.
Okay,
Sylvia.
gotcha.
Well,
Oh, it's
I mean,
Sylvia.
yeah. The only one that Squad would know as Sylvie. But yeah, the first one, it's interesting, all the characters that he has run into. His mom and dad, the mom and dad's old adventuring team, the elf girl's grandpa, the dragon. Like they've just, it's like boom, boom, new character, and they all seem to have some kind of tie-in to what he's morphing into.
Yeah.
So I think they've done a really good job with all the characters in such a time-restricted setting, but still makes the characters themselves pretty important. So I think they've done a pretty good job with that so far.
So the characters is your favorite thing.
Yeah, especially the mom.
Okay.
I guess for me, what do I like about the anime? I guess it comes down to the overall story. Story and character kind of goes hand in hand in this case because of what he is. But I think, like I said before, I had to lock into the idea of the story because the animation wasn't the best and the fighting wasn't as good as, obviously not Super Cube, but it wasn't really One Punch Man's detail either. So like Brock said, the story, the characters, how he's opening up, becoming more vulnerable, actually learning emotion, stuff like that. I think that I'm 100% for that. And just I'm loving the new connections and the fact that they actually matter down the road. So many animes you'll watch, literally you'll meet a new character, they mean absolutely nothing. He'll learn a new power, it will not mean squat later on. And so what we're seeing with this character is everything that he gains, he keeps in some shape or form. Ghost Hunter, otherwise known as Blaine.
I gotta say, my favorite thing about it is the story as well. I'm super excited to see where it goes, especially from everyone who, like, all these manga readers saying it's one of the best pieces of fiction ever written. But, like, again, stop hating animation. Y'all got spoiled with that Demon Slayer animation, and y'all grew up with Dragon Ball. I'm very disappointed in all three of y'all.
I know. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm kind of like low-key thinking like, yeah, it's probably like it's not a 10 out of 10, but it's definitely a 7 or above. Like,
yeah. And y'all grew up on that old school animation, and y'all dogging on this one. I'm low-key disappointed a little bit. Not mad.
Goku standing in spot for 4 episodes with his hair turning yellow, screaming.
Like y'all over there watching fight scenes that take 4 seasons, but you dogging on some not the best animation.
Well, the unfortunate thing is we've seen Super Cube, which had absolutely no story but the best animation. So like,
That was the Chinese one I was talking about earlier. Super Cube.
Like he sounds like Demon Slayer.
Oh, Celeste got me
That's what I
watching
said.
Demon Slayer. That show's pretty good, yeah.
So I feel like Demon Slayer is carried by its animation. The story could be way better.
That bitch
enough
made
of
me
that. Enough of that.
fucking cry my eyes out, dog. I had to turn
Enough
that
of that.
bitch off.
Oh, but yeah, I gotta say my favorite scene throughout the whole anime. I know Squall didn't watch it. I don't know about Ninja. I know Brock did. Fucking, they were at an auction, and some shit happened, and he tapped into that old like his old self. And he tapped to his old self, and he was like, if you asking to take this, it would be asking will you sell your fucking kids. And he was like, what the fuck you say to me? The motherfucker was like, you heard me.
that was like some Liam Neeson from Taken type shit.
Yeah, and then
We'll
like
find
how he
Yeah, we'll
got
kill
that
you.
power to like freeze time for that little bit or whatever. I think that's really cool. I think the power system's going to be really good once we learn more about it, in my opinion. Because like, well, mainly his. Because I know he went to show his dad what he learned, and he ended up pulling out like level 2 fire magic or something like that, and it was lightning. So I thought it was pretty dope that like the magic has stages like that.
Right.
Might be able to
So, like,
get or less inverters, you know, like how they had like lightning from fire, ice from
Sub-bending.
water.
Yeah, like sub.
You
That's
might
what I'm
be able
thinking.
to
Like
see
how,
that.
like how the
Go ahead.
water magician, like he used water magic, but he learned how to freeze his water and then use like icicles and ice sword. Like that could be level 2 water magic. So I'm super excited to see what they're going to do with the like power scale and all that power system in this. And yeah, that's
He's
really
a
all I have
cool
to say.
mage and everything too, but even like in the proctor exams for the Adventure Guild like tryouts,
He
like
did 'em.
he was
I feel like he
keeping
did
up with
so much better.
the top swordsman, like the top of the top. He was,
Yeah.
not that I think he was going all out the top swordsman or anything,
Yeah.
but like just
I
that
don't think
little
he was
like
going out either though.
no, yeah, there was. I mean, that was high skill sword combat. Like
Oh yeah.
So he's multi-talented.
Because I think that was like what he mainly used in his past life was a sword. But like how when he was younger and he was first discovering magic, and he just learned how to do some shit with mana to make him just like glide across the grass and shit. I just think
Right.
it's gonna be great, and he's just like it's gonna overall be a really amazing story. It's gonna be talked about for a while. If they didn't do it seasonal, which they decided to do, I think that's where they fucked up, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
If they would have kept it
I
like
am
how One
expecting
Piece
better.
and Bleach was and Naruto, how they weren't seasonal, they always kept going.
Oh, One
Yeah.
Piece is seasonal now.
Yeah, I know. That's my opinion. That's what I have to say about it.
I feel that. I would say my favorite thing about the anime is like the trope where foreign entity into like the human society. He's basically learning what it is to be human. Like his whole like bond he forms with his parents. I really like that. Like all the like he really misses his parents. He's like learning to say like I love you to them and stuff like that. Like I think all of that's like pretty awesome to see.
He's
Kinda
an
warms your
orphan
heart.
too.
Hmm?
So he's an orphan too, so it really hits harder too because of that.
Right.
He's an orphan.
Even on Jobless, like he lived with his uncle or something, like, or cousin. I can't remember, but yeah, he wasn't like an orphan. Like the Jobless Incarnation guy, his whole thing was just like he just tired of getting made fun of, so he liked to stay inside and be a shut-in. So yeah, this character here, being the orphan, getting a family, like it's a whole different dynamic.
What do you mean by orphan? He wasn't. The mom and dad didn't give birth to him.
No, when he was
no.
his first life, when he was a
Oh,
kid.
his first life was an orphan. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got to experience in the second what he never did in the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like well they like showcase this in a more literal sense, you know, like he's actually a newborn baby. Like a newborn baby is kind of like a foreign entity, literally learning what they are, you know, a human, you know, and literally learning the world as they get older, you know. So they show it in a literal sense. So that's pretty much my favorite thing of like the show.
Okay, I have the last question before we go on to something else, I guess. What do you not like about the show?
The animation.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Squall. I didn't like the animation on it. I felt like they could have done a lot better.
Like there's one episode or one YouTube video I saw. I forget who it was, but he was basically explaining what he didn't like about the animation in season 2 of One Punch Man. Like he said in like I think they switched up the animator company.
Studio.
Yeah, studio. And like in season 2, like in season 1, you'd see everything, you know, you'd see the motion of the punch, you'd see the punch land. You in season 2, you just cut to the enemy after they got a hole in them already. Like you don't even see the punch. Like it was like I felt like a lot of that was going on in this one like when you see the main character fight the elf grandpa, like it's just cuts. Like all of a sudden it's like you see that he like the grandpa threw a karate chop, but it just cuts to the end of the karate chop. The main character already dodged out of the way. Like I want to see the whole karate chop and the guy dodging. It's
Right.
like I'm like kind of filling in the blanks in my head of like what's going on in this fight, you know. So like
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff like that. Like I
There were times.
Yeah. No, I
Especially the
agree.
swordplay.
It's, like if it would have had animation as good as like Blue Lock, you know, it would have been a
Season
lot
2.
better.
100%. Season 2 was great.
not season
No,
2.
well, so we do have instances like that, but we do also have instances. All right, he was going against his dad. The sorcery was cool in that fight. We have him training actually swordplay with the grandpa, and then also with his girlfriend, and that was some good swordplay. And then again with the guy, you know, he was like freaking just all over the place. Squall, you might not have got to see that one particularly. It was a little bit later in the show after the 6th episode. But you know, him going against the top ranked swordsman in the Adventure Guild, like that wasn't terrible either. So I'm not gonna say that the animation was again like above average most of the time, but there were definitely instances that you've missed out on not going forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I definitely agree with what you're saying too, though. The karate chop thing, that totally was kind of a letdown. And yeah, there's a lot of like, all right, leave it to your imagination versus actually like showing you what we want to show you. But
Yeah, I mean, like definitely like half of the animation was fire, and the other half was just like, what the hell?
right, yep,
Like, and then like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like, I can't really think of anything bad per se other than that. I mean, like, that's like not that bad of a least favorite thing, you know, to list out. I just can't really think of anything else, you know. Like, it really, in all, the animation wasn't that terrible, you know.
right.
Yeah.
There's just, I can't really think of anything else other than that, you know. You know,
Right.
like I want to say like maybe like everything happens too fast, but it doesn't feel fast, you know. Like like when he's hanging out with his parents, like you like they get separated after like 2 to 3 episodes, and it's like, but it
Right.
feels a lot longer than those 2 to 3 episodes. And then when he hangs out with Sylvia for an episode, it actually felt like a lot longer than just that episode.
100%. 100%.
So like it doesn't, like, I don't know, everything's happening fast, but it feels like a really good pace. So I can't really say that's like a bad thing either, you know.
It sounds like visual pacing versus actual pacing. Like they
Right.
somehow made the visuals pace out well. But which is what I was telling you guys about before. Like we like to see the progression of someone's training. We may not need to get
Right.
the full detail, but if we could tell that time has passed, we seem to like that. And I think that's what you're looking at, is that visual pacing.
We want the Gohan effect.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I guess my least favorite thing would just be the animation, but then again, it's not that big of a deal.
Right. It's not really a dislike that I have necessarily. I kind of skipped over the ending and the intro songs, so like, whatever. But with Naruto, with Dragon Ball Z, with Bleach, there's a lot of times to where I remember the music, the background music during like a really, really intense time, or during so it's not that I think the music was bad, but I honestly can't remember any of it. Like after watching all 12 episodes, I can't remember a single. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even give you like a little tune summarized. So not that I think it really needed a whole lot of music, but like it's kind of a letdown. Like one of the things I really liked about the new Pokemon game, right? There was one theme that I just cannot get stuck out of my head, or like unstuck in my head. So sometimes music's like, even in a situation that's not super crazy, like just a good tune, can make
Pokemon's
something
good
even
for that shit.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Pokemon games, you get into a match and suddenly the music is giving you a fucking anxiety attack. You start
Right,
looking
right.
around your living room.
So like a good background music like can sensationalize a moment that might not even be really important, but you're like, wow, I remember this, and this was the banger that was right behind it. So if anything I feel is left out of the show outside of some animation, it might be the music.
I think the term is leitmotif it's kind of like those special moments or the character's sort of theme, whenever they're on screen or doing something active. So I think the term is leitmotif, which is what I think you were trying to say there. But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of animes out there where it's just kind of like there's not really anything that I remember when it comes to music wise. Then there's just those where it's like it has like a special singing song,
Right.
or they're showing some like vast area and then someone's singing in the background. I'd say those are usually when I start remembering music, but that's kind of how I feel about it. What something I disliked about this anime, I do, because I just remembered this. Cold Sauce, if you do watch it, you will like the dubbed version of this anime. It sounded pretty close on both sides for like what I expected to hear when I heard these characters talk, so I do want to say that. Again, like Swall said, animation, but more combat needs to feel more detailed. A lot of frames just look like they just kind of redid the same frame from before. Again, I did like seeing the aura animations, like eclipsing everything, like when he is in the garden sparring with his father and the flame overtakes the garden. I loved that 100%. Really felt the scale of all that, but it feels like they focused more into the detail of the aura and less into the detail of the fight itself. That's how I feel about it. Go ahead, Go Son.
Yeah, it kind of felt like when Fugaku was training Itachi.
Brother, what? My least favorite thing about the whole thing, I feel like the pacing could have been better, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't super bad, but it was like, I just feel like we didn't see a whole lot of what the story is going to give us in a whole season.
Right.
Like, what they low-key fit into a whole season, I feel like they could have done in 3-4 episodes. Or at least half a season, you know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, that's like... That's
I can't... Sorry.
I'm sorry,
good.
coughing.
All right.
That's all I got to really say, though. And the animation could have been better, but it's not terrible. And yeah.
All right.
So
So y'all
the
saying
music-
that y'all saying the animation was bad
Naruto, bad music.
and the music was bad?
You want music like that?
That's what I'm saying though. Like, okay, Vegeta comes in, you can tell that's the Saiyan saga. He's like charging up the final flesh. It's like even if I had one moment in this anime with music that like is showing just the epicness of that one moment. Like Dragon Ball had plenty. You had, Ichigo is gonna beat some ass, and you got that choir with the black lady singing in the background. Like, you got these moments in anime that are super awesome, and then you get Vegeta like charging up kind of music, and just none of that.
Yeah, they I know I'm gonna aggravate Blaine with this, but one of the things that people are talking about a lot online when it happened was the music whenever Luffy knocked out Kaido. They for the first time he knocked him out, they used the music from like, I don't know, the first arc of One Piece or something, and that was like it was a pretty badass moment.
All right. So at a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this anime?
Oh, I give it a good 6.5.
Thank you.
Blaine was last. So Blaine, lay it on us.
I say for right now, it's on a soft 7. I say soft 7 because the more that we see that gets animated as the story goes, I feel like it can go higher from what how people are saying the manga is. But I put it on soft 7 for now, and it has room to change to go up or down. I'm just gonna put it at smooth soft 7.
I'll go last. So, Squallium. How do you feel about the anime scale 1 to 10?
From what I've seen, I give it also a 7, but I think it's got potential to go up for sure.
Alrighty, Brockstrapu.
I'm gonna go a little bit higher. Minus its shortfalls, I'm probably gonna give it like an 8.5. I'm ready for season 2. The time skip is weird. I don't know what to expect because it's like, all right, he's an infant for a quarter of it, and then he's like 6 or 7 for like an episode, and then he's immediately 9 after that. Right. And then he's immediately 9 after that for like half of the show, and then he skips up to like 9, 12, and then by the end of it he's 15. So I don't know, it's kind of like a sporadic kind of pacing as far as like time jumps go. I'm hoping it's going to kind of level out and be more consistent for season 2. But that's definitely I don't know. I'll give it an 8.5 for what I hope it can be and what I have enjoyed about it so far.
All right.
Ninja, give it to him straight. The brutally honest answer.
I got you, bro. I got you. So I'm looking at a 7.5. Like you guys have said, there's a potential that's here. But what I'm seeing is that the proof of concept. It seems to be well liked to some degree. There are complaints, sure, but it seems to be well liked to some degree. I see this being getting a step up. It's not going to be like Blue Lock Season 2. I see this actually having more detailed animations. I'm sure that someone has said something about like how we kind of feel about it, so I'm seeing that happening. Maybe it means that it's going to take longer for the anime to get into Season 2. I think everyone can say they're all right with that. But I do see potential in it. I'd like to see some more leitmotifs, like you said. I don't really remember any specific music that just stood out to me. I'd say a lot of it feels maybe ambient, like most movies you might watch today.
Right.
There's a lot of ambience, but not really anything that really sticks.
Yep.
But for the most part, I'd say that I'd see 7.5. All right. So now we're gonna go on to Pokemon ZA. That'd be another Brock topic. We don't have an anime intro because Squall's gone at the moment. So theme song, whatever. Anime, whatever.
We have
There you go.
yeah, Brockstrap's soundboard's got something. No, we have other topics though. There's other things going on in the anime world and in the video game world.
Well, we'll talk about those topics, but first, this is Brock's show. This is Brock's show today. So Brock, lay it on us. Lay it on us. How are you feeling about ZA? What Pokemon are you enjoying? And what is your goal for this episode?
Here. Oh shit, it's in my wife's. So, okay. This is a Pokemon game that is not your typical. It is a spin-off. And there was a spin-off that came before it with the same title called Pokemon Legends. It is not like the last Pokemon Legends game, and I think a lot of people expected that and might be a little bit disappointed that it's not what they thought it was going to be. But this is a Pokemon game that changed how battle systems can work, and it's easy to pick up. It's not a big one. It's not a big game. The without the DLC, it's a pretty small map so far. A lot of people probably were disappointed with the size. There's 100+ side missions, but they're all fairly easy to do. I think there's like 230 Pokemon that you can catch so far. So it's not a big roster that you can pick from either. I know a lot of people ever since Sword and Shield came out, like, oh, I'm so mad I can't keep all my Pokemon. from the past and put them in this new one. Like, why am I not able to have all 1,025 up to this point? Do you really need all 1,025? You know, but that's just another thing I think people are going to complain about going forward. And I don't see Pokemon changing that anytime soon. I think they're probably going to pick and choose which ones they want to put in. But they did change the battle mechanics. It's interesting. Even if you played Legends, they had like an agile and a strong mode for certain moves, and then they had like the move order kind of differently. Like it was different in the last Legends game also, but they kept the same catch mechanics. So that's something I enjoyed about the last Legends Arceus. And that's something I like about this new one too, where you don't have to battle a Pokemon all the way down for the chance to catch it. You can just sneak up behind it and throw a Pokeball at it that way. So I'm glad that they kind of kept that. The battle mechanics, like, I wouldn't mind seeing again. And it's not something that I even thought about doing, or not a mechanic I even thought could happen until I saw it. And I really actually do hope that, like, even ROM hacks in the future, or even just Pokemon games, like, in general, will kind of keep something like this. It felt like a mixture of the actual Pokemon game, and even the if you watched
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you sneak up on a Pokemon to catch it, is there like a loyalty kind of meter for your Pokemon? Like, will they refuse to follow your command if they just don't fucking like you?
So
have they ever done that?
That's always been a thing, to where in previous games, it's like if a Pokemon reached a certain level before you got the next gym badge, they would start refusing orders. And then they kind of altered it throughout the series to where, well, okay, you can, if it's a Pokemon you've caught, you can level it up over that requirement, but any new Pokemon you catch over that level, you can't use. So yeah, there's a loyalty. There's even a happiness meter too. And that's how some Pokemon could evolve if they're happy enough with you as their trainer. So that's kind of been a thing, I think, ever since Gold and Silver, the second generation. But when you sneak up behind a Pokemon to catch it, like, sometimes you don't even need your Pokemon out. And if you catch it off guard, that even heightens your chances to catch it. I lost my train of thought there where I was going. But yeah, again, it's a small map. There's a lot of downfalls. Something I didn't even notice until somebody that I watched pointed out, who also played it, was like, oh man, all these guys, like, you're in this big city and everybody's just staying stationary. So there's a lot of processing power that they could use, probably even on Legend of Zelda. Like, and that's the thing, is like, okay, we're comparing Pokemon to other games, but then you can also compare a Switch game to another Switch game and see even Tears of the Kingdom on the Switch, the OG Switch, and I've not played it on Switch 2. I've only played the Switch 1 version of this Pokemon ZA game. But even just comparing it to other Switch 2 games, or Switch 1 games, I can't defend some of the polygonal graphics. I can't defend some of the stationary NPCs. I can't defend a lot of the criticisms this Pokemon game has. But I can also enjoy what new things they've brought that I really, really like. And even the soundtrack, dude. There's one point in the game, like, and this is where I think everybody rates this kind of like the top 1 or 2 soundtracks of the whole game, and like, it is a fucking banger. I just love it. Like, I'll listen to it. It's kind of like an old timey, like, I can't even describe what it is. Like, it's something you'd hear maybe out of the 40s, but it's kind of like modernized. It's really good. The story is pretty decent. Some of the cutscenes look really nice. The ending battle, like the climax of the game, was really cool. And so many things out of this game is just a really, really nice callback to X and Y. And I really liked it, because like, that was the game that got me back into Pokemon, was X and Y. I know a lot of other people came back to Pokemon X and Y too. And it's funny that Squall and I, on our Thursday Soul Links, we just actually finished I wouldn't say finished, but our X and Y our X and Y Soul Link ended, and getting to play and Kalos in a whole different kind of way really made me enjoy coming back. There was a lot of callbacks from characters you might have seen, the protagonist gang that came back a little bit, just the music itself, like kind of a newer remade version of the older X and Y songs. So it's a bit of nostalgia bait with a lot of new functionality that I just really enjoyed. One thing I really did not like, I've never once thought to myself while playing a Pokemon game, hey, this needs platforming. Like there's some things in this game that you have to platform, and I'm just like, why would you do this? Like there's so many other things they could have done. Like it's something else to do, which is all right, I guess, but like if you're gonna make it platforming, then like allow me to jump, or allow me to I mean, I guess I do sprint to some degree, but like what they want us to do and what you expect to be able to do aren't the same thing. And then like the things that you think would seem easy, you're not even able to access until halfway through the game anyways. So again, a lot of criticism, and I think some of it's due. I can't just keep giving Pokemon the pass with every negative thing they keep adding in or allowing. But you got to look at the diamonds in the rough too, and man, there's a lot of diamonds.
It sounds like they implemented a bunch of new stuff, and some of it they kind of flopped, some of it hit.
Basically.
My question, I know you're a little busy. I kind of wanted to ask about that one YouTuber you brought up. Was he on the Switch too, or was he on the Switch?
We'll be right back after these messages. Scroll all the way up ahead.
I'll do an ad read real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, my child was just telling.
Looking for smarter ways to browse and enjoy your favorite content without ads? Get the Perplexity Pro bundle with Rumble Premium for just $19.99 a month when you sign up for it before December 31st normally. A $29.99 value. With Rumble Premium, you'll get an ad-free viewing experience across all your devices and access to exclusive premium content. No interruptions, just the videos and streams you love anytime, anywhere. Plus, Perplexity Pro boosts your productivity with unlimited research, unlimited uploads, exclusive member perks, and access to the latest and most advanced AI models for faster, smarter answers every day. Save over 30% on this powerful bundle. Head to rumble.com/premium before December 31st. Sign up and unlock your premium experience. All right, I'm back. All right, my question for you, Brock. That YouTuber you saw playing that game, was he on the Switch or Switch 2?
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't watched enough of him to tell what he's playing on.
Yeah, because I was wondering if like the whole, like, because like you were talking about processing power and like the people just not moving. I was just wondering if that was like, was it because like the Switch is not powerful enough, or is it just on the Switch 2 as well they're not moving,
And seeing that could be the thing too, but again, I'm comparing it to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which I also have on my Switch 1. So it shouldn't be a processing power, because not only are people like moving in your area while you're playing Tears of the Kingdom, but like just graphics happen in general. You'll look off into the distance and you'll see something from the sky falling. Just the mechanic, like gravity is always working on everything all the time too. So I think there's a lot, and I don't think it was Game Freak that worked on this one. I know with the last Legends of Arceus, it was a different company. So I don't know what this one is. I'd have to look more into it. But they're not even the same company that make the mainline games. But I mean, both production companies they're both getting hit pretty hard, because Game Freak doesn't seem Game Freak, I feel like, does kind of keep progressing forward. Scarlet and Violet, like, it was kind of buggy and stuff, but like at least on that one, it was a big open map, and still things still happened. So even comparing it to the mainline Pokemon game that they had, like a lot was lacking.
Yeah, because I'm comparing it to Scarlet and Violet, and I do remember like people moving all the time, and even like it was like bad a little bit, like, but they were still moving. Like if they were far away, you could see them moving, but it's like a very bad frame rate. But at least they're still moving.
Yep.
Is this the New Vegas of Pokemon? Is this the New Vegas of Pokemon?
I'm not sure.
What we're seeing?
New Vegas?
I guess
I can't make that comparison. I've played maybe 5 hours of New Vegas, and I wasn't even really up to date on what people's criticisms were, or what they even compared it to. Probably Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Did New Vegas come out around the same time Skyrim did?
I do not know.
I know Bethesda always gets a lot of shit just in general, but
yeah. I guess I would want to say, besides platforming, are there any new mechanics that you didn't think you'd see in a Pokemon game?
Platforming.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd ever see that, but it's a thing. I mean, you always had your bicycle tracks, and I guess even on Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, like when you're going up to fight Rayquaza, like there's pieces of the floor that would fall from under you if you didn't drive your bike fast enough. You wouldn't make it to the next spot. That's not necessarily platforming, but I guess a puzzle. Pokemon and puzzles have always kind of gone well together. Even like sometimes, like if you're skating across the ice, or if you're going up to something similar. There was Squall, you might remember this too. When we got to the 8th gym leader on Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, we had to like step on the ice a certain way that all of them would break before we can get to the next platform.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like it, even though it's platforming and it's kind of crappy, I would imagine that's kind of like this game's version of puzzle. You know what I mean? Things that I wouldn't expect. It's just the battle system that really had the overhaul. All the items kind of worked pretty similarly. The thing, you could still miss attacks, but like attacks in this game that would normally have lower accuracy, they didn't really have an accuracy, and they were all timed. So like I still feel like the game was balanced enough with like the damage that one move that you have can go off, and then like how long that move has to recharge. But the thing about it is, like, you can go from one move to the next to the next to the next, and you can almost even use it like cyclically from one move to the next, and by the time you get back to the last one, or the first one you use, it's recharged again. So traps were kind of weird. Some of them were really good, and some of them I'm like, oh wow, okay. The Mega, I did enjoy the Mega battles, the Rogue Mega raids. Again, the music was awesome. The music throughout this whole entire game was awesome. I didn't expect to win the climax. Like, hold on, buddy. There was one. Like, you basically won the game by design instead of just battling, but like it was cool what you had to do to get to that point, and then it was basically like a cutscene at that point. But like, you had the legendary Zygarde, and he had his Mega Evolution, and this is what this game is really built around too. A lot of Pokemon. So once you can't evolve a certain evolution line, what they're doing now, or even some Pokemon that don't have an evolution whatsoever, in order to power them up and make them viable again, they give what's called a Mega Evolution. So they brought back that, and they gave all sorts of different Pokemon new Mega forms, which is pretty cool. So that's I was glad to see a bunch of new Mega stuff. Pokemon games have kind of done some gimmicky stuff each time to kind of keep it up to date. I think X and Y was the first one to do a gimmick, and that was Mega Evolution back then. Then they did Z moves, and then they did Gigantamax, and then they did something like Terrestrialization or something. But they're coming back because everybody's just been like, man, Mega was the best thing you did. So they've kind of they've listened to their fans a little bit, come back to the Mega Evolution. Some of the new Megas are pretty cool, and then there's some like Starmie. But
Patrick Starmie.
I can't. Right. Outside of the overhauled battle mechanics, I guess I've talked for a while, but the short answer is really no. There's minor differences that I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird, but whatever. I'm used to it now, right? Outside of the platforming, I guess, so that wasn't really needed.
I'm thinking of, I saw some clip or something. It looked like they had a little more active combat. And what I mean by that is that even the trainer themselves had to move out of way of an attack of some kind. It was like a beam shot or something, and the trainer had to move, and the Pokemon. I think that's
in the trainer battles. Not in the trainer, and you kind of had a little bit of this on Arceus also, or Arceus, however you want to pronounce it. When you were out in the wild, yeah, you definitely could be hit by the wild Pokemon's attacks. And that's still true in this game. When you're doing a trainer battle, you really don't have to worry about dodging anything. But that's also a way to avoid taking damage too. Like, if you time your retreat, pulling them back into the ball and sending out somebody else, if you time those right, you can have an attack miss. Or if you are out in the wild, yes, like you can get hit. I had an Alpha Magikarp use a Hydro Pump on me, and it took me by surprise. Because I'm like, oh damn! And yeah, you can faint. I've actually fainted probably about 5 times trying to do one specific thing, and I'm getting attacked by like 7 different Pokemon at the same time. So that's another thing on this one too. Like, even on Arceus, like if you run into 5 or 6 Pokemon at the same time, you don't only battle just one.
I did see that there was like a ranked match in this. So there's a ranked.
Yeah, you can get online in a ranked match.
Oh, wait up. So you can run into like a horde of like Pidgeotos or whatever they're called.
Yep.
Like Ash did on the show.
If there's enough of them around, the most I've encountered at one time was probably 6. So I wouldn't say like a horde, but like, yeah, I mean, technically, if there was an opportunity to where you had, and they'll even follow you to some extent. Now, most of them are kept into the wild zone, so they can only follow you so far until you're out of the wild zone. But there are a few kind of aggressive Pokemon out in the town that are outside of the wild zones that, like, if you just have them keep following you, you could probably amass, a good chunk of Pokemon to fight at one time. Theoretically, you can do it. Just it would take some work.
This game sounds fun, honestly.
It was a lot of fun. I've already completed the Pokedex. I've done virtually all of the side missions. I beat the game pretty thoroughly, and I still want to play it. Like, my wife is playing right now, and we only have one copy, so I'm being patient and letting her, play it herself also. But man, that's like, given the option of playing outside of all the faults that this game does have, it is really fun. And I have the opportunity to play Scarlet or...
Hey, Blaine, they can't hear me. If you got any questions you want to bring up, don't be afraid to say anything. You may just have nothing, I understand, but...
I have, right here, Arceus all the way through here. I have all...
They can't hear me. Anyway, I'm muting.
I have all these Pokemon games I can play right now, and that's the one I want to play. Like I have options, and so yeah. I mean, for somebody that doesn't typically play Pokemon, or somebody that has somebody that has a problem.
Rumble, I'm looking at you holding up your your Joy-Cons and all those games.
So for people that don't typically like the turn-based style of Pokemon, this one's probably their game. It's more real time, move around, like you're busy.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. It's like, I kind of wanted to ask about how the attack system is, because like, you know, in the past it's turn based, but now it's like it's a timer type attack, right? Type of thing.
Yeah, you have to wait for the move to recharge. Each one has like a 2 minute, I'm sorry, 2 second, 3 second, all the way up to I think the longest I've seen is 12 seconds before you can use it again. But if you get that pattern, you get a cyclical kind of like, my Feraligatr, I go into a bite, into an Ice Fang, into a liquidation, into a Aqua Jet, and by the time Aqua Jet's finally off, my bite's ready, and then my Ice Fangs are. So you can get it set up to where you can time it however you want. And sometimes you might even find a hold item that'll really kind of work well with your timing. Yeah. So
if the Pokemon is faster, do the cooldowns are they a lot less?
I don't really know if speed's a thing. Some of them can move around faster out of the way, I guess, but like when you set a move up ready to go, like it has an initial pause before it goes, and depending on what type of an attack it is, the attack itself has different animations. So there are some like Aqua Jet, Quick Attack, Extreme Speed, those all have kind of quicker animations and a lower cooldown, but they're not always as strong. And then you have the stronger ones like Fire Blast, to where, all right, Charizard's going to sit here for a second, might take a hit, send his off, and then it'll be a little bit longer before he can use it again. So I don't know if how much speed really kind of ties into this. I'm sure somebody that pays more attention could tell you. But yeah, you play around with it a little bit, you get your favorites, you figure out what they can do, and then the timing, I mean, you kind of get it down after playing 10 hours into it.
What?
Kind of sounds like DC Universe a little bit, where you gotta like do a rotation to some degree.
Dude, I used to love DC Universe. I probably made like 8 different characters on that game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right. And you can even time it to where like you're only really cycling through 3 attacks, and maybe the 4th one's a really strong one. I have, I think, 4 Pokemon right now at level 100, so like no matter really what attack I use, it'll pretty much one shot. But
how's the ranks mode? Because like I'm a PvP player, you know.
I haven't touched the ranked. I'm not really an online Pokemon battler. I'm decent, but like not good enough to obsess over it like some of these ranked guys do. I don't go. I mean, they have it down to the last detail, like what your IVs, your EVs are. Those are effort values and initial value or something like that. They have like, okay, I got to go in to this situation with this Pokemon and that moveset and lower the defense, and I got to make sure that I got the scope lens on for my critical attack to get even a higher chance of critting, right? Like, there's whole breakdowns that people go into these ranked matches with, and I'm just like, my Feraligatr moved fast. Like, you know, I'm not really a big ranked guy, so I haven't tried it. I know a lot of people actually were not super happy with the rank, but those might just be people that were really good at the turn-based. And that's something interesting too, is like this is giving a whole different sect of people an opportunity to play Pokemon that don't play it the way that we typically do. So
what turn-based mean?
Turn-based is like I take a turn attacking you, and then that's part of my turn's over, and then you're like, it's the same turn, but since right, my speed is faster, so in this turn I go first, you go second. You can paralyze me in half. Right, you can paralyze me in half my speed.
I always wondered why they never made a Pokemon game where you play as the Pokemon while you're like battling. So like, if you're
Pokemon Tournament.
There's another one that's a dungeon crawler called Pokemon Dungeon Explorer. Those are pretty fun. There's like,
but what I mean is like, I don't mean like it being turn based. I mean like when you play Xenoverse, you play as your character. You hit the X button, he punches, you know, shit like that. You play as Charmander, you hit right trigger and A, and he shoots a fireball. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Oh, that's kind of what this one does. Like, you're still the trainer, but like you're moving. Your trainer moves, and then the Pokemon kind of moves with it. So what you're describing, it's not exactly what you're asking for, but it's as close as I've seen any Pokemon game get to it.
I got you.
Yeah, the closest thing that you're asking for is Pokken Tournament.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Pokemon
I
Unite,
guess.
maybe. But that's like the
I mean
MOBA.
that, the MOBA.
Yeah.
I guess unless Squall and Blaine or Colts also something else to say. What is something you really dislike about this game?
That I really dislike?
Yeah. Or what would you change if you could?
I would guess Brock's answer is how small the game was.
Yeah, I would like more exploration. Previous games, they've had at least up to 400 Pokemon, so I think the dex could have been higher. Some of the missions that you have to do for the research purposes are pretty repetitive, but you also had that kind of same thing over on Arceus. Some people were referring to like a teapot as PlayStation 1 polygonal graphics, and I'm like, yeah, I can't really defend that one. Again, the guy, you know, like if you're in a city, you want it to feel alive, and you're moving most of the time, so like it kind of, even though a lot of the NPCs are stationary, like your movement kind of like gives the false like sense that they're also moving, right? I'm sorry about that. The absolute best thing that I never knew that I wanted, but happened on this game is like anytime, this doesn't happen when you throw a ball and catch, like hit the Pokemon but don't catch it, but this applies to every Pokeball that you just willy-nilly throw on accident and don't hit anything. There's actually a guy that sits outside of all the Poke Centers called the ball grabber. Or not grabber, I don't know what his actual title is, but like any ball that you just throw, yeah, right, and any ball that you throw on accident and it just hits nothing, like it comes back to you through that guy. So that's kind of an interesting thing too. They brought the alphas back, which is pretty cool. A lot of people are figuring out how to cheese shiny Pokemon to where they're like seeing 4, 5, 6 at the same time. Which is cool, I guess, but I'd rather just find the odds on my own, playing, you know, organically. But yeah, if I were to change anything, it would probably be the size of the map. I think I would probably try and ask for a little bit bigger decks, and the graphics could have been better. There could have been a little bit more movement. Just because you're moving and giving the false sense of other NPCs moving also, like, they can move, like... It doesn't take, I don't know. I've not ever made a game, so I don't know how difficult some of these things are. Again, all I can compare it to are other developer teams on other different Switch games, right? So, but yeah, just I guess the size.
All right, Squall, Blaine, do you have anything else to question them out, or should we go on to another subject?
Charm City actually brought up something. He asked if we're
Charm
gonna
City?
try and get into a playtest for Avatar Legends, the fighting game. He dropped a link, so I'm showcase it to you guys real quick.
I haven't really been playing fighting games lately. I'm interested in seeing what the game looks like. I have seen something on it, so I can't really say 100%. It looks better than what's it called? It looks better than Invincible Versus. I'll tell you that.
What? No way it's better than Invincible.
It looks way better than Invincible Versus.
Oh, you talking about a video game?
Yeah.
Never mind. Brock, is this
There was a-
Pokemon Za game, is it like I can play that on my laptop?
No.
Nah.
I've seen people do it. I don't know how.
They're not on my laptop.
I'm not gonna go out and search the ways to illegally pirate this game. I bought the physical copy. I enjoy it,
I got you.
but I've seen people do it.
I'm liking
ask
the
the-
animation.
Yeah, this Avatar fighting game looks pretty fun.
So I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna
What's the name of that
something
game?
myself.
Avatar Legends: The Fighting Game.
Is it on Xbox?
I have no idea.
It probably will be. I doubt it's exclusive.
Can somebody check?
It's Steam.
My phone's dead. I don't even know where it's at.
It's
So
like Steam.
I'm gonna
now.
ask you to do this for me, Squall, since you already have it up. Look at Teen Titans Battle Blitz for me.
Titan Battle Blitz.
Hey, watch this stuff on the.
They got a
YouTube.
Teen
It's
Titans
alright.
game?
They got a few of those actually. They got some on GameCube.
What the fuck?
So this is an old Teen Titans Flash game that I played
I played
myself when I was 13 years old. And this is kind of what
this. Yeah, I played this.
I remember
pretty good.
this.
it's not quite the same exact, but like watching Korra and Aang fight right there is kind of what this is what it reminded me of. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember this.
This is an old Flash game
looks
from like
like
12
Battletoads.
plus years ago.
Oh, this game was good. This game was
Anyways.
great.
Anyways,
Well,
I'm not
goddamn,
trying to
what
crap
is
on
he
this.
supposed to do? He just cheesed the whole fucking match.
Right. Well, that's what you do in these kind of games.
Bro, that's all he's doing.
Would showcase more of. Yeah, I wish this person would showcase more of Beast Boy. Anyway, we can stop this now. But like just watching like Aang and Korra fight, this was the very, very first thing I thought of. And I haven't really played a whole lot of fighting games. Like looking at this, I expected either maybe kind of Street Fighter or Dragon Ball Fighters kind of quicker motion, but I know
This is anime fighter. This is not a Street
Right.
Fighter. This is a more anime fighter. It's not even Mortal Kombat.
and Korra
the
looks
reason
like
you
she's getting
control
a
that-
good combo in.
100%.
So
It feels like a Marvel vs. Capcom. If you've ever played that.
I've played a little bit of that one.
Yeah.
But just seeing like Aang's like swoop animation was like one frame kind of similar to the rhinoceros charging forward to me. So I don't know. Like the background's not bad, and it looks like some of these fire animations that Zuko's pushing off are pretty cool.
Oh, that is sick.
Oh, she's doing the
I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't
So-
know about. I'm not really a playtesting type of person. I'm more of a get the game
Right.
when it actually comes out type of guy.
And if this
That
is
looks
only
fire.
a playtest, and yeah, it looks like they might expand a little bit more on the game too. So I'm sure this isn't even like not even the final form Kakarot, but
When are we gonna get another game like Monster Hunter and Dauntless? Or Dauntless,
Hunter
or whatever
Wilds?
it's called.
The next Monster
Wilds
Hunter.
just came out like a year ago or a little less.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Monster Hunter games, bro, you gotta read so much fucking shit. It takes forever to actually start playing the game.
right.
Bro, I promise you, a lot of that's not going to mean anything till in game. All you got to do is know, hey, make your armor, make your weapons, go kill stuff.
Have you
That's pretty
tried?
much it.
Have you tried playing the Monster Hunter Now mobile game?
I
I don't
strong
play
enough
mobile
phone now.
games.
I have a strong enough phone now that I might try it out.
I played it a little bit. Dude, no, those you had
I
to
bet
pull
Shield
those
PR
down.
played it.
Those are for your class. So that's
I
for.
think Shield PR probably played it. I probably have to ask him about it.
Actually, is that your mom's? Where'd you get that?
That sounds like a
It's
yo
on the
mama
couch.
joke.
Yo, mama's so fat I broke my neck thinking about her.
All right, so
And 150.
Xbox. Are we done talking about the?
Charm City sent a couple things, couple links on about Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon Legends ZA was the biggest physical game launch in the US since Tears of the Kingdom. Game Freak's latest had a strong debut in the region, both in physical units sold and overall dollar sales, according to Circana. While there's some things about Legends ZA's European launch sales and the overall drop from Arceus and Scarlet and Violet, its sales in the US are a different story. Circana's Matt Piscatella revealed that in terms of units and dollar sales, it's the biggest physical video game release in the region since Legends Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is no small feat considering that the latter launched in May 2023 on Nintendo Switch, which enjoyed a far bigger install base. Even more impressive is the fact that Legends ZA consoles bundles, which contributed significantly to its strong sales in Europe, aren't even included in the US sales. The Pokemon Legends ZA is available for Nintendo Switch and 2 and sold over 5.8 million units worldwide in its first week, with approximately half of its sales being on the new console. You can check out our review here. We gave it an 8 out of 10, praising the real-time combat system, soundtrack, and Lumio City as a whole. Oh, that does say a lot about what you were talking about, Brock.
Bro. What we hear right now sounds pretty good.
A lot of these now think about this too. Sales can be
misleading.
Sales can be misleading, especially if it goes to some kind of box store and just dies out there. So like Walmart can buy like 50 of them and then only sell a few. Same thing with like GameStop and a few of these others. I don't know if these are pertaining to a lot better metric maybe to go on is like virtual titles sales. And even then I know some people can choose virtual title and apply those to multiple systems. But yeah, so you can like it can, and it probably did sell pretty good. I'm not going to doubt that. I know a lot of people were expecting, like, ever since I even reacted to Pokemon ZA trailer a while back with Lacey, actually, my wife, and I was super excited when this came out. The trailer did a good job of hyping it up, and then even a few more ever since, like the weeks prior to it releasing, hyping it up even a little bit more. So I wouldn't doubt that this did sell pretty good. But yeah, don't be deceived by super large numbers, because like I said, it can just go to Walmart, Target, Best Buy, GameStop, all these different box stores, and then just kind of sit on the shelf for a while.
I will say this. I think I remember hearing some while ago that people were just kind of getting tired of how Game Freak was doing Pokemon. So this real-time, not real-time strategy, but just real-time fighting that they're doing might have been at least enough to drag a lot more people into it, because it feels like a different system. And if I'm not mistaken, you said that there's a different studio behind this one, so we're seeing something there too.
Right. Game Freak typically handles your mainline games. I know the Pokemon Company helps with a lot. Pokemon Company, I think did the two GameCube titles. I know like your spin-offs like Pokemon Troze or Ranger or Mystery Dungeon, like those all have different developers also. So it's all around the same universe, but the mainline story, the ones that started it all and kept really kind of propelled the whole entire series forward was Game Freak. So
that was funny. Like, they changed the whole battle system. Like, the two biggest complaints I ever hear from Pokemon games is like, one, it's the same game every year, or two, it's not the same game it used to be. So it's like doing this.
Right.
It's good. Right. Two like very contradictory complaints.
And those, and then I'm like NFL Madden 2025 ever since like what 19, like I don't know. I'd imagine those games kind of give new engines or whatever. But like, okay, if you've bought every single Madden since who knows when, like, I don't know. People are going to complain about it, like, oh, I can't believe you always buy the same football game. And then people are like, oh, well, I can't believe you play the same Pokemon game. I'm like, all right, well, you have the same teams on football, but different players. And then on Pokemon, you have the same teams, but different players.
You got the same Pokemon.
It's the same thing. No,
Call
I
of
agree with
Duty, Black Ops 7. Battlefield,
Yeah, Call of
I don't
Duty,
even know
yeah.
what number to go in sequential order because you have 2042 and then you have 6 and then you have 1, which was like 6. It's just a game. If you like it, you like it.
Call of Duty as your main game is like telling me that I can gaslight the shit out of you. Like, you're so easy to manipulate. You're just a sheep.
Maybe.
I can kind of see that. Charm City did give us another URL to look at.
All right.
Pokemon Legends ZA reveals Ranked Battles Season 2 details. Nintendo has recently announced details on Pokemon Legends ZA's Ranked Battle Season 2, which will start November 5 at 10 p.m. Pacific Time and continue until November 25th, 9:59 Pacific Time. The new ranked season of Pokemon Legends ZA will come with interesting rewards, including a unique chance to acquire the item necessary to use Mega Delphox. I don't know who that is. Released on October 16th, Legends ZA has quickly become a huge hit. Nintendo revealed that the new Pokemon game sold 5.8 million units globally in the first week, with 1.48 million of those copies being sold in Japan. The Ranked Battle Season's 2 key details. The event will run between November 5th to November 25th. Trainers who reach rank K will gain Delphoxite, which is used to Mega Evolve Delphox into Mega Delphox. Eligible Pokemon all from Lumios's Pokedex. Pokemon can be registered at any level, but will be taken to level 50 to compete. Rank A rewards, you'll get 3 Dream Balls, 1 Gold Bottle Cap, 3 Bottle Caps, 3 Seed of Mastery, 1 Big Nugget. Rank B to E rewards will be 2 Dream Balls, 1 Gold Bottle Cap, 2 Bottle Caps, 2 Seed of Masteries, 2 Nuggets. Rank
Bottle
F.
caps.
Yeah, I don't know. What are the bottle caps for, Brock?
Hey, Fallout.
So it's some kind of currency in the game. I've never really
In
used
Fallout.
it. But I think it's not quite like that. They're single use items to help purchase some kind of like I don't know if it goes into changing abilities or effort values or I don't know. It's a currency you can spend to like change a certain thing about a Pokemon.
Like their defense.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I've never used them, so I can't speak to it. I've gotten a few in games here and there, but I've never like you can ask me and I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what they're for. I can only assume. Like the Seed of Mastery is used at the fighting dojo to like turn your Pokemon's move to a plus move. The nuggets are just sellable items for in-game currency. Dream balls, I don't know why. I don't know what the significance between or about the Dream Ball is necessarily.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a collector's item in this game that you can use. But yeah, the bottle caps I think are to change certain values.
It sounds like a
Hold on,
different
guys.
type
I
of
just something
Pokeball.
just occurred to me. Maybe. Something just occurred to me, guys. Think about this. Ash Ketchum going out with his group all the time. They have no jobs whatsoever. How are they paid for stuff? I just thought about that, bro. Like, they go everywhere, buying stuff, get nurse
Nah,
job,
bro.
pay them for this, bro.
They be
What?
that's their hustle though. They be sleeping in tents and shit while they be adventuring and shit, but then they make their money by winning in tournaments.
Bro.
Hey, you gotta understand. Listen, but the story of Pokemon, when you cut out all the fancy artwork and the high pitched voices, it's just a bunch of motherfuckers doing animal fights. It's just a bunch of
fights.
Yep,
And
it's
that's
just.
where PETA has their problem.
In fact, it's exotic animal fighting. Okay.
Yep.
You got like cheetahs fighting fucking tortoises,
Alligators.
Yep. I mean,
Well, I mean, okay, so there's a Pokemon that's a trash bag, literal trash bag. You have a Pokemon that's a ball. You have a Pokemon that's just a bunch of magnets together. You have a Pokemon that is an ice
no,
cream cone.
and they got different, they got
saggy
different
one.
animals than us. They got different animals than us. But when it all boils down to it, okay, that's what's going on.
I don't know how
Yeah.
ice cream's an animal.
The Scraggy. Y'all seen the Scraggy? Either the evolution or the shiny version.
With
of it.
the- with
Y'all
the
seen
hoodie?
Scraggy? Yeah, the white hoodie.
If there,
Bro.
hold on. If there's an ice cream Pokemon, my mama's pit bull will tear that thing up, son.
I think this one is literally a key. Oh,
Yep,
I'm like,
Klefki.
Yep, that's right.
He was in this one.
Motherfucking Geodude is just a rock with arms.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Imagine
How much
putting
time?
like my mom's
Let's go
pit
to us.
bull.
You want to bring up Xbox? And talk about
Oh,
that? We don't have a lot of
this
time,
is
so-
Del Fox, the
Yep.
fire starter from
X and Y.
Yeah. Forgot the name.
So we're back in Lumios, and they gave us different starters this time around, but you do get the actual Kalos starters at some point in the game. You can get them through
Not
your
a
side
fox
missions,
that
or
rides
you
a
can.
broom?
They actually,
Is it riding a broom? A witch?
Yeah.
It is.
Do they have Mega Great Ninja in this game?
Yep.
And you're
I
running
think-
around like a peon.
The Mega Greninja, he basically stands from a spinning water shuriken upside down. But I think the way to get his Mega Evolution is just like Delphox in this current season's ranked. I'm sure that
So it's too late to get him now. Like if you,
it might be too late to get him now, but I wouldn't be surprised if they bring it back at some point and make it accessible. Some people might just have it early, and to some point they might just update the game and have it go into one of the two stores you get Mega Stones at. So, but my guess is that if people have to earn it, that they would just bring it back in the future
Yeah,
ranked
they
season.
have to. They have to. Like it's similar to like Pokemon TCG Pocket right now. Like with the new season
You
out,
can't.
like they have like
Right.
events that to get like certain cards, and like there's no way to get them once the event is over. So if you join late, it's too late. But now they brought all the old events back, so if you missed out on some of those cards, like right now is the time to go grab them.
Yep. And if they only give so many, like my guess is, all right, they already gave Greninja, so they're probably going to give Delphox and Chestnut, later Chestnut's Mega Stone. So if it's only those three that they're going to do, then they're going to have to cycle each. I don't know if they're going to give more Pokemon Mega Forms in the future, and that would be cool. That would be a way to keep people kind of involved in the game and coming back to it. But you can't give every single Pokemon in this game a Mega Evolution. I would think. So there's chances. I would bet money that they're gonna bring back the Mega. What's his name? Greninja. I'm sure they're gonna bring that stone back at some point in the future. Just based off of how limited like the amount will be.
Great Ninja's a pretty popular Pokemon too, so people are gonna want him.
Ooh.
Like,
Yep.
like I think, like I always choose the fire starter in every game. But one, like I was like at least at the third gym when I saw Great Ninja, and I restarted the whole game in
Ooh.
X and Y just to go back and pick Froakie.
Go back down and show Ninja the Greninja photos.
Oh.
Oh, is that in a different?
Yeah.
So it's basically him just being upside down with a helmet.
Mhm.
But show him the original Greninja. That one's shiny, I think. Maybe it's not shiny. There you go, right there.
I've seen
But
my
it's
boy
funny that he's
before.
also a frog. Talk about the tail of Jiraiya.
Yeah.
Yep.
That man's going crazy. Y'all see him? I'll see him.
Regular
Yeah.
Greninja, Mega Greninja.
Bro. I know Brock's hearing it too. But who's gray? Who's gray?
Oh yeah, I mean, Greninja. I don't know.
Oh, is it Greninja?
I mean, doesn't
It's
the
Gre.
E in Spanish make the A sound?
Yeah.
Like, what's up, SA?
It's clearly gray. Okay? It's clearly gray. It's not no gray.
I'm not here to
It's what it is.
pronounce how somebody pronounces. I couldn't fucking say water like 5 episodes ago, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, water. Go drink some water so you can say Greninja.
There you go.
What's
there
this?
you go.
I can't hear it. I had to
Greninja.
turn down the music.
Greninja.
I still can't hear it.
If you found
I can't hear it either.
helpful, please
Can't hear what?
and subscribe. Greninja.
I'm still hearing Gray Ninja.
Greninja.
Oh my god.
That's not what I'm hearing.
Dude, that sounds like Kinesi.
Alrighty.
Well, I think that's about it for today, guys. We're gonna call it here.
Well, Squall, you
Sorry
want to
for
play
talking the
rematch
whole
after
time.
this?
No,
Brock,
You're
you wanna
good.
play rematch
Your
after this?
episode, my guy.
What?
All right.
Alright.
Rockstrap, you want to play rematch after this?
Are both of y'all playing? I might for a minute.
My mom's over
Squall
right
said
now. That's
no.
why I had to go leave. To go grab her.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go hang out with her.
You'd see Charm City.
Outro question. Brockstrap, what is our outro question?
What anime hairstyle and what color would you like it to be?
What for yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, for yourself.
Alright, I believe it is. You know what? Cold sauce is the last one, so go ahead and say
With the nose hair
Fuck.
too.
You fucking said my goddamn answer, man. I swear to God.
That's what Stuff Central's saying. I was laughing at his comment.
Oh shit! I was gonna say Bo. 'Cause he can fucking open that bitch up and pull tools out of it and shit, man. Oh man. All right. Anyway, I'm Secret Cold Sauce. Y'all can find me here on the Great Nimbus Debates and Nerding Out podcast. You can find me on Twitch, on Rumble. I just did a stream today with Nova Kinks. She couldn't make it tonight. I will be making an edit of that stream and posting it on YouTube under the title Proof That Nova Kinks is a Blonde. Other than that,
pure racism.
what was the question, Brockstrap?
Your anime
What's
hairstyle.
your what
Oh,
anime
yeah.
hairstyle would you want and what color?
Yep. I mean, honestly, I would rock the fuck out of the Bobo hairstyle, but I think I'm gonna just go with TN's hairstyle.
Bald?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Blaine. You can find him at oh, there we go. We're live.
I'm Blaine, aka Ghost Hunter 3467. I only
Wait,
be
I
on
changed my
Instagram.
mind.
Shut the fuck up! I'm only on
I'm choosing
Instagram.
King from Blue Lock.
I'm only on Instagram.
Pompadour?
I'll kill myself and I'm putting all y'all on my note right the fuck now. I get interrupted one more
Dude.
time.
So what? We got video proof of you saying that, so none of us are going to jail and you going in a coffin.
All right, go ahead, Blaine.
But okay, you can find me on Instagram.
Anyway,
That's all
Seven
I ever
Ninja.
be on. I do.
I'm just
Follow me on
playing, guys.
Instagram, Blaine37, BLAYNE 37. I beat on nothing else, so you can't find me. And anime hairstyle and what color? Low key, give me the Black Reaper Kaneki haircut and style. I like it when it was black.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
All right,
Ninja Seven.
I'm about to
Yo,
leave.
all right.
So bad.
Wait, you wouldn't choose that red-haired dude from Blue Lock?
No, I will not.
You wouldn't choose Orochimaru?
He's not a lane.
No, I will not.
You wouldn't choose adult Sasuke from Boruto?
I would not.
I feel like you would, actually.
No, I like it like right at like time skip Shippuden.
Oh.
Guys, hair more.
Yep.
Alright, I'm out of here,
I-
guys.
Later,
The-
Ghost Hunter.
7 Ninja 7. You'll find me at 7 Ninja 7 on Rumble, Game Joy, and MeWe. And my I'm blanking for some reason. But anyway, I'm an anime connoisseur, ninja connoisseur. I know a lot of things about ninja. I should do everything, but who knows? Regardless, I think me, Squall, or Cold Sauce is the next anime. I don't know what that's gonna be, but if it's mine, it is Metropolis. We're gonna be watching that. And outside of that, the hairstyle that I would want to have, if you've ever seen Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I love the way his hair just somehow mixes with his hat. It's weird, but it's majestic. Rockstrap.
Right. Rockstrap55 on Rumble. You can also find me on other platforms, but I'm typically on Rumble almost exclusively. So if you see me somewhere else, you're missing out. I think the hairstyle I would like to pick would probably be when Natsu came back from training after the time skip, and Lucy couldn't quite remember who, or couldn't recognize him when he got into the Battle Coliseum. That was pretty neat. It was kind of a bit longer, but kind of is still kind of shaggy hair. I'd probably have it kind of like rolly, like new Broly green Berserk sand color.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right. I am Squall Rush, gamer, podcaster, and anime enjoyer. Hit my link tree. It's got all my other platforms. Hit my Buy Me a Coffee account, please. And so I'm looking at the list. It looks like it's Hunter's anime up next in 2 weeks. My hairstyle, I'd have something similar to like Teen Gohan after the hyperbolic time chamber. How it's got like the forward hair spikes and stuff. And like that anime hairstyle is like in a bunch of different animes and like styled differently. Like sometimes it's like somewhat more wavy kind of like, but pointing out forward. I kind of like that. And I would have it probably be like a reddish color, a darkish reddish color, or even like a brighter red. Yeah, that's me. So Secret Cold Sauce, off the top of your head, do you have an anime for us coming up in 2 weeks? If not, it's all
Yeah,
good. We
do.
can come back to it.
It's not One Piece. It can't be One Piece.
I do. It's not all of One Piece. It's just one of the arcs in One
Well,
Piece.
I will not be here. I'm not gonna lie. I will not be here. So
No. I got something else. I'm gonna go find it. I don't remember the name of it, but I got something. Don't worry
Are you
about
gonna
it.
watch
I'm
it
gonna
this
watch
time?
it for next starting out. It's
Yeah.
not happening.
Yes, I am gonna
Lying.
watch it.
He's lying.
I'm not.
We
I'm
already-
not
This
lying.
could go into his. This could go into his idea of having somebody skip it each week and having to explain in such great detail
No,
that they can get a
stop
grasp
it.
of.
Come on.
I think that's what he was doing this time.
No, Brockstrap, that's not what's going on.
We,
I just can't. Listen,
you are
all right,
red like a book.
me,
my guy.
I was
me
gonna
and
save it for the
Brockstrap-
last day I could do it.
No,
And then
me and
some girl came over
Brockstrap
kissing.
are going to discuss what anime we're gonna do.
He's gonna forget to send it to us.
Probably.
It's
No.
gonna happen.
After we finish the podcast, me and Brockstrap are going to play rematch, and we're going to discuss which anime we're going to do.
Make sure it's
It ends
not
up
one
being
that's
One
on Netflix and also a different one that's
No,
on
it's gotta
Crunchyroll.
be
That
on-
could be
it's good.
confused.
It's going to be on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Alrighty,
Oh,
guys.
if it ends up being One Piece, I'm not gonna be here. All right. Anyway,
That's
go
That's
ahead,
the
talk.
cast. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Later stuff, later Charm City. Thank you guys all. Stay beautiful. We'll catch you guys in next week's Great Nimbus Debates. Peace out, y'all.
I'm gorgeous.